Shishimada's Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Nissan Bhattacharya Srila Prabhupada ki Anandi Gaura Vaishnava Vrinda ki Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Benzi Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta ki Shri Shivana Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan ki, Vrindavan Dham ki, Mayapur Dham ki, Jagannath Puri Dham ki, Jamuna Maya ki, Ganga Maya ki, Tulsi Devi ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki, Harinam Sankirtan Yoga ki, Brihat Matunga Transcendental Book Distribution ki, ISKCON Ireland ki, Gaur Vimanande, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Before we ask our beautiful to give the talk, we're just going to sing a day with you first. Anyone like to sing?
Narsimha Jai Narsimha Jai Jai Simha Radhesha Jai Padma Padma Namaste Narasimha ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युमवाप्नुमः।
Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much for coming this evening. So we have the great pleasure of welcoming Lila Prabhu all the way from Mayapur in India coming here today. So big Hari Bol for a little bit about Lila Prabhu's background. He's a mechanical engineer by qualification. And then he met the devotees in 1999 in Sharjah, in UAE, in Dubai, and he joined the Bhakti Project program. Is anybody here on Bhakti Project? And anyway, he received Harinam Diksha from His Holiness Jataka Swami Maharaj Ki in 2003, and then Brahman Diksha in 2011, both in Dubai. And then in 2012 he moved to Mayapur. He completed the Bhakti Shastri in Dubai and the Bhakti Vaibhav in Mayapur. He's currently studying the highest level, which is Bhakti Vedanta. Haribol. He teaches Shastric courses at Mayapur Institute and various other temples, including ISKCON Pune, Delhi, Chandigarh, Coimbatore, the Middle East, and Malaysia. And he's actively involved in training and teaching the Krishna conscious Grahastha Dharma alongside his wife, Divya Lila Devi Dasi, who couldn't come tonight. But anyway, and since 2013, this is very impressive actually, he's been he started various management positions in the Mayapur project, including the Mayapur Construction Department and the Mayapur Master Plan, which is a huge plan. Like if you go online, you'll see what it's about, but it's unbelievable what they're developing there. So he's also in charge of developing a 100-bed multi-speciality hospital and other healthcare related services in Mayapur. So again, another big Haribol. So just a topic for tonight. We have a very interesting topic. It's called here we go. Cutting the knot. Cutting the knot by tying the knot. Everyone know what that means? Tying the knot means getting married, but yet we're supposed to cut the knot to the material world. So cutting the knot by tying the knot. Haribol.
So where could I project? Is there some standard place?
Project is he coming? Okay. Yeah, Gary does, but it does he? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Because half the sun is projecting. Anyway, we'll keep the other hand. Can I have a kartar? Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Here is good. This place is good. You can just put the screen here. I think this seems to be a good place. You put it there. Okay. ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं लेना ये लैपटॉप है लैपटॉप पर बैठ सकता है
चेयर पे रखेंगे
Okay, let's chant the invocation prayers before the screen. Om Jnanatimirandasya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Vakyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Bhavan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhavitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tatta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaheshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschaiya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pandalangaite Kripatamaham Mande Srigurum Dinakarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Kathanchana Smrute Yasmin Dushkaram Suram Bhave Vasate Puritam Syat Sri Chaitanya Samamikam Hare Krishna. So welcome to all of you this wonderful evening in Jubilee. I never thought I would come here in my life. So far from Mayapur. But it is nice to see when you are outside, You can't relate to the city because I'm a village guy, no? I live in village. In our place, if 3 cycles come together, it is called traffic jam. Huh? So when we see big building, big tram, bus, car, we cannot relate to it. It looks like something very different. Yes? Okay. Whatever you have to do. You are done?
Yeah.
Okay. So, then you see buildings, you can't relate to it. You see so much crowd, you can't relate to it. But then you enter the temple room, and then you find this melodious song going on. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ka Shobha. Oh, this is Mayapur. This is Mayapur. And then you see Panchatattva, and in Mayapur, Panchatattva are like, Mahaprabhu standing like this, then Nityananda Prabhu and Gadadhar, they are standing like this, and Advaita and Srivas are standing like this. Meanwhile, everyone is dancing. Everyone is dancing. So, they are in their full form in Western world. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Desha Dhari. One Western devotee was joking to me. He was telling me that Prabhupada came to save Western devotees. So we will go back home, back to Godhead. You fellows, you have to work your way back home, back to Godhead. So anyway, I'm most fortunate to be here amongst this wonderful company of devotees. And then today we try to discuss something a little bit out of focus. Just bring it into focus. Okay? Okay, rest is okay, fine. Material world is like this. It's never straight. Material world is never straight. So we should not worry too much about material world being little bit this way, that way. As long as we can get the content, we should be happy. Okay? Okay, everybody is able to see the screen? You're able to see the screen, Madhuri? You're able to see the screen, Madhuri? Okay, that's good. Good job. In a short time. Thank you. That's very nice. That's very nice. Okay. So what is today's topic? Cutting the knot by?
Tying the knot.
So it looks like a little bit of an oxymoron, right? So how to cut the knot, how to tie the knot. Anyway, Prabhu gave a little bit of hint in his introduction. So we'll try to explore the principles of Grahastha life. Actually, this is a full-fledged seminar me and my wife give for almost 4 days. It has a lot of workshops, so many role play, so much of things are there. But today I'm going to put everything in like 1 hour pack and give, okay? And of course we are not going to see details of it, but we are not going to see many sections of it, we just see the principles. But it is good enough, you can actually get some grip of what we are trying to talk, okay? So, what is the first principle? Please read, somebody. Waiting Guru Sadhu Shastra. This is the first principle. What is the difference between animal and man? You can invite a man, yes?
Animals don't have any brain.
Animals don't have any brain. Animals have a lot of brain. You know what happened? One time in Vrindavan, Prabhupada and his disciples, they were sitting and they were talking, and they had some banana and everything in the plate. And as they were sitting and talking, one monkey came and he took away the banana and went. And Prabhupada said, see, this fellow is so intelligent. We are all sitting here, we are talking, but this fellow comes and takes the banana away in front of us. I was in Vrindavan. Last few months back, I was in Vrindavan. Immediately after Gaur Purnima, in April, I was in Vrindavan. I forgot. In Mayapur, monkeys are so sattvic. They don't do anything to you. You can have relationships with them. Monkeys, dogs, snakes, everything in Mayapur is sattvic. You don't have to worry about them. You be nice to them, they are nice to you. They don't generally trouble you. Dogs, you can even talk to them. You can tell them, hey, go away, go away. They will just simply go away. Very nice. The animals in Mayapur are very, very sattvic. They all have this mood of Lord Chaitanya. But animals in Vrindavan, they all have Krishna's nutcut mood, They're a very naughty mood. So I was in Vrindavan and I was buying some fruits. And I forgot for a moment that I was in Vrindavan. I was simply bringing them in a bag, and then two fellows are sitting and seeing the bag. Then I got a little worried, hey, these guys are seeing. So then I started putting that bag in my kurta bucket, and one fellow straight away reached to my kurta bucket. And he's pulling the fruit from my kurta bucket. So I had some little bit of tussle with him. Hey, you go away, hey, you go away. Then after that, anyway, he went away. So animals are very intelligent. Animals are very intelligent. So what is the difference between human being and animal? There's only one difference. We can sit and discuss Shastra. Animals cannot sit and discuss Shastra. We cannot call Mr. Dog, please come here, sit, can you please listen to cutting the knot by tying the knot. Doesn't make any sense for him. Doesn't make any sense for him. So that is the only difference between human being and animals. So therefore the first principle of human life is that you have faith in Shastra, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. And Shastra is so wide, it's so wide. In Bhagavatam, there are big sages, like there was an assembly of sages, thousands of sages, like all of you sages. That time thousands of sages, they were sitting. And they asked one question to Suta Goswami, who was the leader of the assembly. They said, Burini, Buri Karmani, Shotavyani Vibhagashakha, Ata Sadhu Atrayat Saram, Samudritya Manishaya, Buri Bhadraya Bhutanam, Yenatma Suprasidati. So they are saying, the Shastra is so wide. Somebody is saying, do this, and somebody is saying, don't do this. And what one person should do, another person should not do. So much of instruction, do, don't do, that, this. Everybody is so confused. Is everybody so confused? So what is the essence of the instructions of Vedic literature? Atrayat Saram. Saram means what is the essence? Then they gave him two conditions. Because essence can be presented in many ways. So they gave him two conditions, overriding conditions. They told him, on this condition you present the essence. First of all, they said you have to be a very intelligent man to understand these two conditions. They said Manishaya. Manishaya means very intelligent. Samudritya Manishaya. You be a very intelligent man. We are going to give you two conditions which is meant for intelligent people. First condition, they said Bhuri Bhadraya Bhutana. Means what? The essence should be auspicious to everyone. It should be auspicious to everyone. Because normally in this world, we see what is auspicious to one person is not very auspicious to another person. This is the nature of the world. The nature of the world. That somebody gets sick. Okay, then where he goes? To the doctor. Okay. So doctor sees a patient and then he gets some money, right? So for doctor, somebody falling sick is very good. He lives by that. I hope there's no doctor here. So he lives by somebody falling sick, but falling sick for the patient is not very good, right? So you go to buy something in the shop. The shopkeeper is very happy. Why? He can empty your pocket. It's very good for him. And for you, emptying pocket is not very good. So the very nature of material world is that what is good for one person is not good for another person. It's very easy. It's very easy to understand. So therefore they gave one condition. What is that? Bhuri Bhadraya Bhutana. For every living entity, whatever you are saying should be auspicious. You see? It's not that it should be auspicious for one person, not auspicious for another person. You give the essence as such, it is auspicious to everyone. Now they put second condition. What is that? Yenatma suprasidati. Means that this should actually completely satisfy the soul. So this way you give the essence. This way you give the essence. This way you give the essence. And then the essence was spoken by Suta Goswami, and that constitutes Bhagavatam. Okay. So the essence of Vedic knowledge is considered to be Srimad Bhagavatam. So how do we know Srimad Bhagavatam? Did we hear from Vyasadeva? How many of you heard Bhagavatam from Vyasadeva? Did you hear from Sutta Goswami? Did you hear from Sukadeva Goswami? So whom did you hear Bhagavatam from? How do we know Bhagavatam? From Prabhupada, right? From Prabhupada. Prabhupada wrote so much commentary to Bhagavatam. Every day night he was sitting in Mayapur and writing commentary after commentary. Wherever he went in the world, every day night he would sit and write commentaries to Srimad Bhagavatam. He would dictate commentaries to Srimad Bhagavatam. You know, he would talk, then he would dictate, talk, he'll give, talk, dictate, talk. The whole night he will dictate. That's how we read all these purports and we understand. So for us, Shastra means what? For us, Shastra means Prabhupada books. For us, Shastra means what?
Prabhupada books.
Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. Shastra for us means what?
Prabhupada.
Books of Prabhupada. So that means what we should have? We should have unflinching faith in what Prabhupada is saying. This is the very basis of our discussion. You cannot cherry pick in your faith. You know cherry picking? You know what cherry picking means? You know what it means? What it means?
Select. Whatever is good, we have to select.
I like this. What Prabhupada is saying very much. Oh, very good, very good, very good. I like this. I take it. This I don't like, man. I don't take it. This is called cherry picking. This is called cherry picking. You should not try to cherry pick in what Prabhupada says. You should have faith in Prabhupada. Okay? Sometimes what he is saying, you may not be able to follow. Right? You may not be able to follow. For whatever reason it is. You may have your own reasons for not being able to follow. But you should not think it is wrong. There is a difference between saying that I cannot follow and saying it is wrong. Some people, they are like this. I am from Tamil Nadu, okay? I am from one southern corner of India, Tamil Nadu. There we have a saying, if a cat, it closes its eyes, it thinks the whole world is dark. A cat closes eyes, what he thinks? The whole world is dark. Some people are like that. Some people are like that. They think that if I cannot follow, it is not practical. What is that? I cannot follow, therefore it is not practical. We should not think like that. We should accept. We should be very honest. Oh, I cannot follow. But maybe somebody else can follow. Maybe for somebody else it is practical. Shastra is always correct. Whether it is social commentary, or whether it is theology, or whether it is morality, in all sense Prabhupada is correct. Prabhupada is correct. So this is called having faith in Prabhupada. Okay. So this is the basis. With this basis, we can try to discuss further. So somebody can read this.
The real import of the scriptures is revealed to one who has unflinching faith in both the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his spiritual master.
It is said in Shweta Sutra, Upanishad, Yasya Deve Parabhaktir, Yata Deve Tata Guru, Tasya Hi Kritahatta Prakashanti Mahatmanaha. That if you want to understand literature, you have to invest faith. If you want to understand proper books, if you want to understand Vedic literature, then we should invest faith. If we invest faith, everything will become clear to us. Everything will become clear to us. Okay, so this is the first principle. The first principle is that you be human being. You be human being. Come to human platform. That's the first principle. Don't be in animal platform. Come to human platform. That means you have faith in Shastra. So what faith in Shastra means for us? For us, faith in Shastra means Prabhupada books. Okay, then you have faith in Prabhupada books. Okay, this is the first principle. Then the second principle. Please read. What is this? Cutting the knot by tying the knot. So in Bhagavatam there is one very nice sloka. Yat anudyasina yukta karma granti nibandanam chindanti kovidastasmai kono kuryavarta bharati. Very beautiful sloka. Asina means sword. Asina means sword. Anudyasina means you are taking the sword. And then what you are going to do? You get this one thing. Chindanti you are going to cut. What are you going to cut? Karma granti nibandanam. Karma granti nibandanam. Nibandanam means tightly binding. Tight, very tight bondage. And what is that bondage? Karma granti. The bondage of karma. It's very tightly binding. What it is binding? It is binding the body and the soul. Why you have to bind the body and soul? You know why? Why you have to bind the body and soul? You know why? You know why? Do you know why you have to bind the body and soul? Why?
To keep them together.
Huh?
To keep them together.
Yeah, to keep them together, because body and soul, they have no connection with each other. Body and soul, they have no connection with each other. What is the nature of soul? You know what is the nature of soul? Hey, what is the nature of soul?
Krishna.
Huh?
Jivera Sarupa Krishna.
Jiveswarupa Krishna Nityadas. Okay, this is in relation to Krishna. But what is the natural position of the soul? What is the nature of the soul? Sat, Chit, Ananda, Vigraha. Right? Sat means what? The soul fellow, he is eternal. He will never dies. Chit means what? He is full of knowledge. He is full of knowledge. Ananda means what? He is full of bliss. Vigraha means what? He has a ever youthful form which never becomes old. It never deteriorates by time. So he is Sat, Chit, Ananda, Vigraha. Now let us consider the nature of body. Nature of body. Nature of body is, it is asat. Body is asat. Means it is impermanent. Everybody knows, no? Are we going to keep this body forever?
No.
Anybody has kept this body forever?
No.
Nobody. There is one fellow in America. He has kept his body because he is thinking that some scientist will someday find out how to bring a dead man alive. How to bring a dead man alive. So he has kept his body like that. He is still there. So, but generally people understand this body is of no use. It will not stay. Body will not stay. First of all, body is asat. Okay. Now, how many of you know what is happening in your body at this time? Can anybody tell what is happening in your body at this time? Inside your body, this is happening at this place, this is happening at this place, this is happening at this place, this is happening at this place. Anybody can tell? Can you tell? Can you tell? Anybody? Yeah, our own body, no? If it's our own body, we should know what is happening inside it, correct? So we don't even know what is happening inside our own body. We have so much of ignorance. It is achit. It is achit. And the nature of body is that body by nature gives pain. Body by nature gives pain. I will ask you a simple question. Who has laughed so nicely? Who has the experience of laughing nicely? Too much laughing. Who has the experience of it? Huh? Everybody has experience of laughing so much. When you laugh too much, what happens? What happens? Stomach aches, right? If you are happy, why your stomach is aching? Have you ever thought about this? I am asking you a simple question. If you are happy, why your stomach is aching, man? If you are this body, you are happy, your stomach is also supposed to be happy. Why this fellow is aching? Why this fellow is aching? Did you ever think like this? Simple thing. You want to experience happiness, your body fellow is giving you pain. Yes or no? Yes. Huh? If someone becomes too happy, he wins the biggest lottery of America. And then you go and tell him, oh, you win $100 million lottery of America. Huh? Finished. Heart attack, dead there. Is it not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Too much happiness also you die. Too much pain also you die. Too much of anything you experience pain. Because body by nature gives pain. Some old friend comes to you and he's seeing you after a long time. Hey man, how are you? Dump one slap, he will slap you. Is he slapping you like an enemy? Does he have any enmity with you?
No.
He has so much of love. He has put all his love in his slap. Correct? But what is happening to you? Yeah, I am alright, but don't slap me like this. He's your friend. He's slapping with you with love. You should actually experience pleasure. But you're experiencing pain. Please understand, body by nature has the capacity to give only pain. Has the capacity to give only pain. So therefore, it is Nirananda. It is Nirananda. And it is Nirvigraha. It is Nirvigraha. 1 second, it cannot maintain its form. It cannot maintain its form for 1 second. Even scientists say every second so many cells are dying, so many cells are born new. 1 second it cannot maintain its form. So, soul is Satchit Ananda Vigraha, body is Asat Achit Nirananda Nirvigraha. If you want to combine body and soul, it is like combining oil and water. It is like combining oil and water. If you combine oil and water, what will happen? Both of them will very nicely combine. You can't make out what is oil, what is water like that.
No. They're separate.
What will happen? It will separate. Oil will stand separately, water will stand separately. Like that, the soul is separate, body is separate. So how to tie it? The method of tying it is called as karma. It's called as karma. That is why the tying is called karma granthi nibandhanam. Karma granthi nibandhanam. Very tight knot of karma. How does that happen? How does that happen? Is explained in Bhagavatam. Pumsa striya maitunu bhavadetam tayor vito hride granthi mahuhu ata griha kshetra suta apta vittayir janasya mohoyam aham ameti. First of all, a man, Pumsa, then a woman, Striya. Maitri bhava metam, they both are seeing at each other. Oh, this man looks very nice. Huh? And then that man is thinking, oh, this lady, super. Huh? And then they like each other. They come together. The moment they come together, they need a house, griha. Then they need some place to work to maintain themselves, kshetra. Then they will produce some children, suta. And they will collect some relatives, apta. And then they need car, they need bus, they need this, they need that. So many things they need with it. So when all that is there, they both will sit in the house and think, oh, all this is ours. Such a nice kingdom we have made for ourselves. Correct? This is called illusion. This is called
Illusion.
This is called the knot in the heart. Karma granthi or hridaya granthi. So this has to be cut. It has to be cut. Chindanti. It has to be cut. Huh? And if you cut that, then you can release the body from the soul and you can get the soul free. You can get the soul free. So now how to cut it? How to cut it? So the system of cutting it is called Varna Ashrama. And in that, in Kali Yuga, the most safest situation is to get married. To get married. But in a Krishna conscious marriage, you get married so that you can get liberated. You get married so that you can get liberated. Which means what? A man and woman come together in Krishna conscious marriage to save each other from Maya. To save each other from Maya. To protect each other from Maya. They don't come into a marriage to push each other into Maya. They are not supposed to push each other into Maya. They are supposed to save each other from Maya. We should do one demo. I need 3 volunteers for this demo. I need 3 volunteers. Yes, get up. 2 more. Come. No, all 3 men, 1 woman, 2 men become too much. Either all 3 women or all 3 men. We have gender parity. But at least 1 man came forward, so then naturally we should have 2 more men. Okay, now we should do some arrangement. Okay. You stay. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, you hold. Okay, Prabhu. You hold this. Okay. You should not hold this. Clear? Okay. Prabhu. You hold this. Okay. You should not hold. So now what you should do? You push him. You pull him this way. Pull him this way. Pull him this way. Pull him that side. That side. Pull. Do not pull. Prabhu, are you very happy? Why you are not happy? Why you are not happy? Both are pulling you on opposite side, right? Now you have to escape. What you have to do? No. No. The problem is this fellow is Now he is pulling. Okay. You have to release him, right? If you release him, what will happen?
I will go towards him.
You will go towards him because he is keeping your hand, right? And you are keeping his hand. So what you have to do? Most logically, what you have to do?
Release.
You have to release him. If you release him, you will go with him. Correct? Is it understood? Very simple. This is the condition. So this is Krishna. This is Maya. You understood? You understood? Did you understand?
Yes.
So now do again, Prabhuji. Do again. So you push it. Now okay. Pull. Now you have to escape from Maya. What you have to do? That simple. It is that simple. So husband is meant to help the wife to leave the hand of Maya. Wife is meant to help the husband to leave the hand of Maya. They are not meant to put is understood? This is when you come to marriage together. This is coming to marriage. Here? Okay.
Systematically conquers his mind and extends his audience like a king in his fortress who conquers his powerful enemies. So one has been trained in household life and his lusty desires decrease, he can move anywhere without danger. Srimad Bhagavatam 5:18.
You see, this is the purpose of the man and woman coming together in a married life. Okay? The purpose is that you should help each other to protect each other from here. Why man and woman come together? Okay, both together. Next question is how the man should behave and what he should bring to the table in relationship. Okay? Now read. What the das boss. So das for whom? Das for whom? Das for Krishna. Who is the boss in the house? Who is the boss in the house?
Krishna.
Deities are the boss in the house. Deities are the boss. Krishna is the king. Krishna is the princess. Radharani is the queen. She is the Krishna is the prince. Radharani is the princess. So it is in the house how one should have his mood. One should not think that I am the husband of the master. I am husband, I am master. Okay? One should have this mood that I am the servant of deities and my duty is to engage my family in the service of deities. So sometimes I tell the parents, because the parents like to call their children, oh, you are my prince, you are my princess. They like to call the children like this. Sometimes I tell the parents, don't do like this. Please teach the children from beginning. Krishna is the prince and Radharani is the princess. And they should be very proud. The girl should feel very proud. I am the maid servant of Srimati Radharani. This is the highest post we can have. The boy should be very proud. I am servant of Krishna. I am servant of Krishna, the highest position you can have. Why should we say, you are the prince, you are the prince, you are the prince, and this is what you are man. Why do you want to compose the same thing? Let them to be das. Let them be servant. Okay? So what Prabhu
Wife is dependent on husband. And if husband is a Vaishnava, she gives service for husband because she renders service. This reciprocation of service and love between husband and wife is the ideal of household life. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:21.
So there will be reciprocation of service. It's not a one-way path. Man has his service. He has to do service. The wife has her service. She has to do her service. Both of them should serve each other and both of them together should serve. Okay? They should have that mood. The man should have this mood, right? Okay? So this is the third principle. Let's go to the next principle. Read.
Type of wife you are, dasi or bossy?
You see, you are dasi or
Bossy.
bossy. Very important. Huh? Are you thinking that this man, he is married to me? I know how to spin this guy with my little finger. How know I to spin this guy with his little finger? I know where if I touch him, where he will fall. I know all his formula. I know all his formula. Are you thinking like that? Or are you thinking that I have married this man, I should properly let him to do devotional service. I should also do devotional service and let us go back home back to Godhead. Very important. Very important. Okay, please read.
The relationship between husband and wife is firmly established when the wife is faithful and the husband sincere. Then even if the wife, being weaker, is unable to execute devotional service with her husband, if she is chaste and sincere, the shares half of her husband's activities.
You see, whatever devotional service the husband does, automatically half of that comes to the wife. Whatever the wife does, automatically? No. Automatically 100% remains with her. Whatever the husband does, automatically 50% comes to the wife. Only devotional service, not sinful activity. If the husband does sin, it remains with him. If he does devotional service, it goes to 50% goes to wife. And whatever she does remains 100% with her. So she is in a win-win situation. So therefore, in the Shastra it is said, the first religious principle of a woman is to serve her husband. That is the first religious principle of a woman. That she should serve her. So by serving her husband, who is a Vaishnava, she can easily go back home back to Godhead. Okay. Now we saw what is the basis of human existence. What is the basis of human existence? Faith in Shastra. Guru Shastra. For us, Shastra means Prabhupada books. Okay. We saw that why a man and woman should come together. What is the purpose? Why they are coming together? To save each other from Maya. This is very important. Okay. They may help each other in devotional service, but they may still be nicely pushing each other into
Maya.
So therefore, it's very important to understand that we have come together to save each other from Maya. So this is the second principle. What is the third principle we saw? Husband should be Das, not
Boss.
What is the fourth we saw? Wife should be Dasi, not bossy. Okay? Clear? So now they have all come together, they are living their life. Okay? They came together, they understood why they came together, they understood how they want to behave, and now they are living their life. Now that question comes. What is the question? Please read.
Simple living or simply living.
Simple living or
Simply
living. In Bhagavatam, in second canto, there is nice definition of what constitutes simply living. What constitutes simply living? It says, Shrotabhyadini Rajendra, Nirnam Santi Sahasra Saha, Avasyatam Atma Tattvam Griheshu Grihametinam. Millions of questions to ask every day. You see, husband is asking so many questions to wife. Wife is asking so many questions to husband. Children are asking so many questions. Parents are asking so many questions to children. And you go to workplace. Now the boss is asking so many questions to the subordinate. Subordinate is asking so many questions to the boss. Customer is coming and asking so many questions to everybody. And everybody is asking so many questions to everybody. And if you don't have anybody question to ask, you got to ask Chat GPT. And sometimes you ask Alexa. Sometimes you ask Siri. So many questions to ask. But are we asking the most important question? What is that question? The question is, what should I do to go back home back to
Godhead.
Are you asking that most important question? Is that the point of discussion in our life, that means we are simply living. Then he is give further explanation. Nidraya hriyate naktam vivayena chavavayah dive charte hayarajam kutumba bharanena va. Kutumba bharanena va. Says, night comes, you have sex, you sleep. Day comes, you run to office and do so much work. Day is gone, night is gone. Day is gone, night is gone. And then next day, next night, next day, next night, going, gone. One day life itself is gone. One day life itself is gone. So, do we think the purpose of life is simply to maintain a family? Or do you understand the purpose of life is to maintain the family in such a way that the whole family can go back home, back to God? Are we doing practically such activities which just maintains the family, or are we simply doing activities just to maintain the family? So that is the difference between simple living or simply living. And then finally he says, Devavatya karatradishu vatmasanyeshu asatsavapi tesham pramatto nidanam pashyanapi na pashyati. Time is going. Once upon a time I had all black hair. Now I have salt and pepper. After some time pepper will go, only salt will be there. And then you think of dyeing. Means what? You start dyeing your hair. That means you are going to die. You are going to die. But you don't see it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But we are thinking, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Every birthday means you are going near to death. What is happy about it? What is happy about it? But we don't know. We are so blind. We are thinking, oh, happy birthday to you. Pasyan apina pashyati. He is seeing, but he cannot see. He is seeing, but he cannot see. This is called simply living. So, are we simply living, or are we practicing simple living? Very important. Very important. Okay. Please read.
Even if one is a householder rather than a brahmachari, a sannyasi or a vanaprastha, one should not endeavor very hard for religiosity, economic development or satisfaction of the senses. Even in household life, one should be satisfied to maintain body and soul together with whatever is available according to place and time by the grace of Lord. One should not engage oneself in ugra karma.
One should not engage oneself in ugra karma. Ugra karma means very hard activity. What is the first letter of the word ugra? What is the first letter of the word karma? Put both of them together. So one should not get into ugra karma. One should not get into ugra karma. One should not get into ugra karma. Means what? One should keep their life simple. So how to keep life simple? We should know practically how to keep the life simple. No? So according to Shastra, there are three types of duties which are there for us. How many types of duties? Three types of duties are there for us. What are the duties? Anybody knows? So the first duty is daily duty. Daily you have to do it. If you don't do it, you will get sin. You have to go to hell. Daily you should take bath. Daily you should brush your teeth. Daily you should keep your body clean. If you don't do these things, what will happen? You will get sin. You have to go to where? Hell. So this is called daily duty. Those who are initiated, every day they should chant 16 rounds. Every day they should follow 4 relative principles. This is called daily duty. If you don't do this, you will get punished. Okay? Clear? Okay. So then there is something called as occasional duty. It's called occasional duty. The occasion to do the duty comes immediately, you should do the duty. It's called occasional duty. I will give example. When a child is born, immediately you should cut the umbilical cord. You cannot say, oh, the child was with the umbilical cord for 9 months, let it be with the umbilical cord for 1 more month. What is the big deal? You cannot say like that. You have to cut the umbilical cord the moment the child is born. That is called Jata Karma. When the child is born, immediately you have to do Jata Karma. You chant the mantra and cut the umbilical cord. It's called Jata Karma. You should do it. Right? When Ekadashi comes, immediately you should fast. You cannot say, oh, I am not in a mood, man. Okay, let me fast after 4 or 5 days. What is the big deal? Anyway, one day I should fast. No. You cannot say like that. When Ekadashi comes, immediately you should fast. If you don't do, what will happen? Sin. Very simple. There is daily duty. If you don't do, you will get sin. There is occasional duty. If you don't do, you will get sin. Okay? But there are some duties, they are called as desired duty. They are called as desired duty. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want, you need not do it. But the problem is, the moment you take up one desired duty, it will add its own daily duty and occasional duty and desired duty. Is clear? You already have a minimum set of daily duties which you cannot avoid. You have a minimum set of occasional duties which you cannot avoid. Now you take up one desired duty. You can avoid it or you can do it. But the moment you take it up, then what happens? You will get one daily duty and occasional duty and one more option for desired duty. Now we should explain with example. Okay? Too much theory is not good. For example, there is no Shastric injunction to have a mobile phone. Is Shastra saying that you should have a mobile phone? No. There is no Shastric injunction to have a mobile phone. I was alive for 30 years without mobile phone. For your information. I had so many friends. I was very happy without mobile phone. At the age of 30, this mobile phone came in my life. Till now, I am not adjusted to it. But anyway, the point is, there is no Shastric injunction to carry a mobile phone. But the moment mobile phone, you will get one daily duty, you will get one occasional duty. What is the daily duty with the mobile phone? No, that is occasional duty. Because only when the charge goes, you have to charge. What is daily duty? Daily duty, somebody will call you. Hello, how are you? When you are sleeping, only they will call you and say, are you sleeping? Then you say, hey, why are you calling me? I'm sleeping. So, you will get calls, you have to make calls. This is daily duty. What is occasional duty? You have to charge. You have to earn more money for that mobile phone. You have to, when the mobile phone charge goes away, money goes away, you have to put more money, recharge. This is all occasional duty. So then you have a desired duty. What is that? Instead of having a button phone, you can have a smartphone. You see, the moment you have a smartphone, then you get more daily duty, you get more occasional duty. What is that? What is more daily duty now?
Scrolling.
You see WhatsApp, what's not there, what's down, Facebook, no Facebook, Instagram, Tentagram, everything you see. So much time you have to spend on that. Then you have to put some message and then you start thinking whether they like the message or they didn't like the message. You get simply blood pressure by getting so many likes or not getting so many likes. And then somebody will say, oh, this is not good. Then you will make him your sworn enemy for 7 months. For 7 months you want to put and go and kill him. So many things you want to do. Your life becomes miserable. Your life becomes miserable. And you don't have time for chanting the
60.
holy name. So this is the point. The point is, if you want to simplify your life, you have to give up the desired duties. You have to give up the desired duties. Prabhupada says that in Kali Yuga, people are dying quickly because of 3 things. Because of 3 things. You know what are they? What is that? You know? First thing is unregulated lifestyle. First thing is unregulated lifestyle. When you have to sleep, we are eating. When you have to eat, we are sleeping. When you have to be awake, we are sleeping. When you have to be sleeping, we are awake. Unregulated lifestyle. This is the first thing. Second thing is we are working for miserly masters. We are working for miserly masters. You see in Kali Yuga, husband is not satisfied with the wife. Wife is not satisfied with the husband. And parents are not satisfied with the children. Children not satisfied with the parents. Boss is not satisfied with the subordinate. Subordinate is not satisfied with the boss. Nobody is not satisfied with anybody. Everybody wants more, more, more. So we are actually working for miserly masters. This is the second point. First point is what? What is the first point? Unregulated lifestyle. What is the second point? Working for miserly masters. The third point is that we accept self-created duties. We accept what duties? Self-created duties. How do one understand what is one's duty? How do one understand what is one's duty? You know how do one understand what is one's duty? How do you understand? What is your duty? How do you understand?
Not following shastras and we are doing like whatever we like.
Yeah, that is self-created duty. But how do we understand what is our duty?
Devotional service.
By
Reading.
yes. Krishna tells in 3rd chapter Bhagavad Gita, Annat bhavati bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaha yajnat bhavati parjanyo yajna sambhavaha karma samudbhavam karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahma akshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahman. How the body is maintained? Body is maintained by grains. Where the grains come from? The grains come by rain. Where does the rain come from? The rain comes from by the doing of yajna. Where does yajna come from? Yajna comes from prescribed duties. Where does prescribed duty come from? Prescribed duty comes from the Vedas. Where did Vedas come from? Vedas came from Krishna. So therefore Krishna is always present in the activity of sacrifice. So from this we actually understand the prescribed duty should be understood from Vedic literature. So for us, Vedic literature means what? What constitutes Vedic literature for us? Prabhupada books. Yeah. So what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do, where we should understand from? From Srila Prabhupada books. So if we actually try to understand our duty from Prabhupada books, and if we try to follow, our life will be simple. If we think that Prabhupada, what he said, oh, he's old man. He said at that time. Prabhupada himself said, nobody takes an old man and child seriously. So don't take him very seriously. Don't take him very seriously. He doesn't know what is happening today in 2025. Prabhupada doesn't know what is happening. He was in 1960s man. No. Prabhupada is saying Shastra. Shastra is there from beginning to the end. From beginning of creation to end of creation, Shastra is correct. And I will tell you one thing. It will be very interesting for you to hear. What is that? There is no new problem in this material world. There is no new problem in this material world. And there is no new solution in this material world also. This material world is a boring place. You cannot even have a new problem. You cannot even have a new problem. And you cannot have a new solution. From the beginning of creation, Brahma is also having the same problem. You are also having the same problem. Brahma's children also don't listen to him. Your children also don't listen to you. It's as simple as that. Brahma made 4 Kumaras and he told them, oh, now I made you 4 Kumaras, please have children. Okay? 4 Kumaras are telling, go jump in Brahma. Brahma, go jump in Ganga. We are not going to have children. We are going to remain celibate. Then Brahma became very angry. And from his anger, one more child was produced. His name was Rudra. And Brahma, he was very happy. Okay, now I got at least one more child. Let me ask this child. Can you produce more children? He said, oh, no problem. You give me 11 wives, I will produce so many children. And then he gave 11 wives, 11 Rudranis. He got married to them. And he produced so many children. And all of them started simply destroying the creation. They started destroying the creation. Then Brahma got worried. I am starting, these people are destroying. So he said, hey, please, stop. What are you doing? He said, I am destroying. Why are you destroying? That's my job. I meant for destruction. I am destroying. My children are destroying. Everybody is destroying. We are destroying people. He said, no. Don't produce children. No, don't produce children. Go and do tapasya. You see, Brahma also had problem with his children. You are also having problem with your children. So, the problem is there from the beginning of creation to the end of creation. We are thinking that our problem is very unique. We are thinking our problem is very unique. Sometimes I talk to people when they come to tell some problem to me. Because, people come I have a certain face. I think that face attracts people to tell problems. So they come and tell problems to me. The first sentence they say, you know what is the first sentence they say? You don't know Prabhu. What is the first sentence they say? You don't know Prabhu. This is how they will start. Okay? Anybody who wants to come and tell you a problem, most of the time they will tell you this. You don't know Prabhu. Because we have so much false ego that we think that nobody can suffer like us. Even in suffering, we want to be very special. We want to feel special. We want to feel special. So, this is the point. The point is that we should try to come out from this mentality. In order to come out from this mentality, we should accept our duties, our solutions, everything from Shastra. This constitutes simple living. And when you actually live simple, then you can have high thinking. Now we have complex living and complicated thinking. You have complex living and complicated thinking. Clear? Okay. So now we know we are living also. We should know we are simply living everything. So what is the goal of all these things? This is very important. This is very important. What is the goal of all these things? Why so much circus? Why so much of discussion? What is the goal of everything? So, read. Together we love Krishna. This is the goal of everything. Family life is not about I love you, you love me, woo la la. It's not about this. Okay? Okay, it is there. I love you, love me, woo la la. It's all there little bit. Okay? But ultimately, what is family life all about? Family life is all about together we love Krishna. Together we love Krishna. So, please read.
By performing bhakti yoga or devotional service, a man can be raised to the platform of goodness. If a husband situated in the mode of goodness can control his wife, who is in passion and ignorance, the woman is benefited. Forgetting her natural inclination for passion and ignorance, the woman becomes obedient and faithful to her husband, who is situated in goodness. Such a life becomes very welcome. The intelligence of the man and woman made them work very nicely together, and they can make a progressive march towards spiritual realization. Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, so it's very, very important that we try to raise to mode of goodness. And we should try to raise to mode of goodness, which is the platform of Sattva-guna. As long as we are simply living in Rajoguna and Tamoguna, we will keep doing wrong things even knowingly. Arjuna is asking Krishna in 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, oh Krishna, a man knows that things are wrong. Things are wrong. But still he does it. Why does he do it? Why does he do it? He is asking this question. He says, Atakkena prayitoyam papam charati purushaha anichanapi varshneya balaniva niyojitaha. As if he is forced. As if, he doesn't like to do it. But still, he is doing balaniva niyojitaha. As if he is forced. Why he is doing this? Question. He is asking. Then Krishna replies, Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajoguna Samudbhava. Rajoguna Samudbhava. It simply comes from Rajoguna. This mentality comes from Rajoguna. So as long as we are in mode of passion, we will knowingly do sin. But in the material world, what we are taught, if you want to do anything, what we are taught? You should have a passion for it. You see? What we are taught? We are taught to knowingly do sin. So therefore we should be very careful. If you want to love Krishna together, then we should come out of passion, we should go to mode of goodness. From mode of goodness we can go to loving platform. From mode of goodness we should go to loving platform. So now all this we said. Okay. Now we are left with one more thing. What is that? That we came together, we have family, we understand that we are supposed to love Krishna, and then natural effect of family life is children. So that is the next topic. What is that?
Inside your house.
Devotees are also
Inside your
inside your
house.
house. Don't think only devotees are
In temple.
outside your house. You have to go and find devotees outside. Of course, we should do that also. But we should also understand devotees are inside the house, which means that we should actually give love and care to our children. Because special, they are very special. They are born in devotee family. Why they are born in devotee family? You know why they are born in devotee family? Huh?
Past karmas, good past karmas.
No.
To serve Krishna.
It's not just give good past karma. It's because previous life they were devotees. Previous life they were devotees. That's why they are born in devotee family, so that they can actually continue their devotional life. Prabhupada said they are Vaikuntha children. They are what children? Vaikuntha children. Children who are born in devotee family, they are Vaikuntha children. But they are born. It means what? They have some material desire. That's why they are born. If they didn't have any material desire, they would have simply gone back home, back to Godhead. So a child will display both these things in her life as the child grows up. In his life, in her life, the child will display both these things. The child will display the natural affection to Krishna consciousness. The child will also display some material attachment. The child will display both. What is the duty of the parent? The duty of the parent is to fan that Krishna consciousness and intelligently engage that material attachment and downtill that in Krishna's service. So for that, we should have time, we should have patience, we should spend time with them, we should deal with them very lovingly, and we should try to understand them, we should give them time. Many times we see that the children of devotees, they have some difficulty in taking up Krishna consciousness. Why? Because the parents confuse them. The parents confuse them. The parents confuse them. One side they are telling them that Krishna consciousness is very, very important for you. Another side they are telling them, no, education is very, very important for you. Another side telling them, no, this extracurricular activity is very, very important for you. Now what is very, very important for you? I should dance. I should come first in the class. And I should also chant 16 rounds. So, you put everything, too much pressure. And then what happens to the child? The child starts thinking, oh, all this problem is because of this fellow, blue color fellow Krishna. Kick this fellow out of my life and everything will be alright. So, we have to be very careful. So, Prabhupada says that good family life means we should have time for doing 4 things together. So, there is in Bhagavad Gita, in the 13th chapter, in slokas 8 to 13, Krishna is explaining what constitutes knowledge. He explains so many things. In that one item, Krishna is saying that Asaktis Anavishwanga Putra Dhara Grihadishu. What is that? Asaktis Anavishwanga Putra Dhara Grihadishu. It means that one should be detached from home, hearth, children, etc. This is considered as an item of knowledge. So when Prabhupada explains this, Prabhupada says that it does not mean that we are not affectionate to wife and children. Does not mean that. Because they are natural object of affection. They are natural object of affection. But it means that 4 activities should be done together in a family life. In a family life, if you are living a family life, you should have time to do 4 activities together as a family. What are those 4 activities? You know? Activity number 1, you should chant the holy name together. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
You should chant the holy name together. Activity number 2, you should worship the deity together. Activity number 3, what is that? You should honor prasadam together. Mahaprasade Govinde. Everybody should honor prasadam together. Activity number 4, that we should be able to read Prabhupada books together. These 4 activities, if you are able to do in family life, Prabhupada says the man need not take sannyas. It says, man need not take sannyas because family life is perfect. So, we should have enough time for doing these four activities. Sometimes you may say, no, my time is not matching with his time is not matching with her time is not matching with children's time. We cannot do all this together. Okay, you may not be able to have prasadam all the 3 times together. But at least one time in a day, we can try to have prasadam together. One time in a day, can you try to have prasadam together? Okay, if you say, no, too much man. At least a few times in a week, you try to have prasadam together. Few times in a week, you try to have prasadam together. You may not read whole paragraph, whole chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Can you not read one paragraph together? One paragraph. It will take 2-3 minutes. Before sleeping, everybody sit together and read one paragraph. If you can read more than one paragraph, it is very nice. But at least you read one paragraph together. At least you read one paragraph together as a family. Then you have something to say about that paragraph. You can say something. Your wife can say something. If your child wants to say, they can say something. If they don't want to say, they need not say something. We can try to chant together. And this is very important that in the process of chanting together, we should not force the child to chant. We should chant together, and naturally, if the child sees a chanting together, the child will also join. So let the child join according to child's capacity. It's not the boy put a gun on the child. Then what the child will think? Oh, they are forcing me so much to chant. This is not a good process at all. It's not a good process at all. So at the first available opportunity, the child will stop chanting. The child will stop chanting. So we should try to make, up to the age of 10, if you tell them lovingly, they will listen to you. Up to the age of 10, if you tell them lovingly what they will do, they will listen to you. The moment they become 11, even if you tell them lovingly, they will not listen to you. Sometimes parents get confused because up to 10, the child is chanting and the child is telling so many kirtan, going to temple, learning slokas. Then they become 11, 12, they are not doing anything. They are not chanting, they stop chanting, they are not so much interested in temple, no kirtan, they lose interest. Then the parents start forcing the child, hey, do this. Why you are doing this before? Why you are doing it? No. The child's approach towards the world is changing. After 10 years, 11 years, the child is actually seeing everything through the parent's experience. After 10, 11 years, the child wants to see everything through its own experience. Wants to experience on his own, her own. He wants to see what is my experience. So therefore, he's just trying to open up his world for his own experience. So up to 10, 11, you can actually lovingly teach the child. But very important, how you should teach the child? How you should teach the child? Lovingly teach the child. Okay, up to 10, 11, you can do this. Lovingly teach the child. After 11 years, you can only focus on giving a good experience to the child. You should simply focus on giving a good experience to the child. The child should feel that Krishna consciousness is a place where I can be comfortable, where I can be my own, where I can express myself. It's very important. It's very important. That shift should be understood. That shift should be understood. So then you focus more on giving experience, not giving lessons. You focus more on giving experience. Then that experience, they will decide, okay, I like this, I don't like this. But anyway, up to 10, you have taught them very nicely. Even if they don't like it, where they have to go? They have to fall in the lap of Maya. And what Maya will do? It will give a hard kick. And then the child already knows, if Maya kicks me very hard, I should go to Krishna. Automatically, when they are 19, 20, they will come back to Krishna. So you have to take it easy from 11 to 20. You have to take it easy. You have to take it easy. So this is very important. We should understand that how to deal with devotees inside the house. Okay. So these are some principles which we wanted to discuss. So if you are able to meditate on this and then see how to follow. One of the biggest problems I have always seen with modern ISKCON, is that we have this wonderful thought process. What is that? We think life is meant for living and the philosophy is meant for preaching. You understand this? What do we think? Life is meant for living, and the philosophy is meant for preaching. You live the way you want, but you give a wonderful life. But we should reverse it. What is that? Philosophy is meant for living. Life is meant for preaching. You understand? Philosophy is meant for living, and life is meant for preaching. So, if you can meditate on these points which we have discussed today, and if you can see how to implement this practically in your life, then you can actually get unlimited benefit out of the wisdom which Prabhupada has presented to us. Okay. So can we quickly recap? What is the first principle? Faith in Guru Sadhu Shastra. What is the second principle?
Cutting the knot
Cutting the knot by tying the knot. What does it mean?
What type of husband are you?
No. What does it mean? What does cutting the knot by tying the knot means? What does it mean? No, you should not push your partner into Maya. You should actually protect your partner from Maya. Okay, clear. Then what is the third principle? What type of husband you are? Das or boss? Who is the boss?
Krishna.
Deity is the boss. Who is the boss? Deity is the boss. Okay, who is the das? Everybody else is the das. Okay, what is the next one? What type of wife you are? You are dasi or bossy? What is the first religious principle of a woman? Serve the husband. Okay. So then what did we see next principle? Simple living or simply living. What is the next principle? We saw? Together we love Krishna. What is the last topic we saw?
Devotees are also inside the house.
Okay. So if you can meditate on these topics, you will find that you can actually do something to cut the knot by tying the
knot.
Okay, questions, comments, big bats? Anything? Anybody? You want to ask something?
What is, Prabhuji, thank you so much for a very lucid explanation. I just wanted to ask, what is simplest way of, say for example, if the wife is more towards materialistic and Maya towards that, or if the husband is towards that, what are the tricks and what is the simplest way to slowly turn them towards Krishna consciousness and make it simple living, but not being bossy or trying to portray that, forcefully pulling towards Krishna?
So what we can do, every day we can tell the spouse, oh, you are a product of Maya, you are going to hell, I am going to Vaikuntha. Will that work? No, it will not work. It will not work. So, when we take up Krishna consciousness, people actually should feel that Krishna consciousness has made us a better person. A person who is more compassionate, a person who is more humble, a person who is more loving, a person who is more, because you are going to refuse so many things which people want you to do. Like when I took up the Krishna consciousness, then my family was not, my family means not me and my wife, my brother, my other brother. I have a big family, my wife has bigger family, she has 60 cousins. I have about 20, 30, like we come from very big family. Yeah? So, and we have a good relation with everybody. So, we are not eating in their house. In India, it's a big crime. If you don't eat in their house, like, it's a big insult. It's a big insult. It's not like, so easy that you can say, oh, I'm not eating in your house. They will say, I will never come to you. Right? We are not eating in their house. We are not following their ways. We are doing many things, right? Which we cannot do. Legitimately, we cannot do. So, we made a conscious strategy that we will show a lot of love and respect to all of them. Any elders you see, you fall at the feet. Any elderly person you see, your relative, next time they cannot see you because you are already at their feet. And if you show respect, they have to give blessing. You see, this is a very simple formula. You fall at somebody's feet, he has to give blessing. What he will do? What he will do? He is going to scold you, you are already at his feet. Okay? So, you show a lot of respect, you show a lot of love, you show a lot of compassion. But you be firm in your practice. Be firm in your practice. But you be more understanding, you be more accommodating. Kardama is telling Devati that I am so pleased with you. I want to give you love of God. I want to give you love of God. But Devati, she is asking her husband, but what about having some sex life and children? Huh? He is telling, I give you love of Godhead, and what is she asking? What about having some sex life and children? And she is saying, what is this place? Little hut in the forest. Too much in mode of goodness. Too much in mode of goodness. We cannot have sex life here. Can you make some arrangement for some place for nice sex life? What did Karadama say? You woman, Hitvatma Padam Grihamanda Kupam, you are the deep dark well of material existence. No. He said, wait. And then he produced such a beautiful flying city. He produced such a beautiful flying city. And then he had the honeymoon of the creation. Kardama's honeymoon, nobody can have honeymoon like that. Maximum we can go to Switzerland, Tatterland, right? We can have honeymoon like that. But Kardama went to all the gardens in the 14 planetary systems. All the best gardens in the 14 planetary systems, he took his wife. That too on a flying city. He had such a honeymoon. But in the end, he made his wife realize that this is not the essence of life. But he went on her way to teach her what is the essence of life. So therefore, if you see the chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 55 shlokas. 50 shlokas explain Devahuti's enjoyment. And 5 Devahuti laments. But the title chapter is Devahuti's lamentation. Devahuti's lamentation. Because in her lamentation, Kardama's greatness comes out. Kardama's greatness comes out. So, Krishna consciousness means compassionate. Vaishnava is Paradukka Dukhi. Padma is Paradukka Dukhi. Prabhupada is actually seeing, he was sitting in a multi-story building and he is seeing down, there's a bus stop. Many people are standing in line and early in the morning to go to catch bus and go to factory. And Prabhupada is crying. Prabhupada is crying. So the disciples are asking, Prabhupada, why are you crying? Prabhupada is saying, you see these people, they are wasting their life. When they are going to become Krishna conscious? When they are going to become Krishna conscious? So, this is the point. Vidya dadati vinaya. Means that knowledge, true knowledge gives humility. True knowledge gives humility. So when you become Krishna conscious, you become a humble person. You are in touch with reality. So that shows in your behavior. And when people can see that Krishna consciousness has made you a better person, then they start respecting you. They may not follow you, but they start respecting you. And that's the first step. That's the first step. Then you are actually giving an opportunity for your spouse to serve you. Right? So that is actually causing agata service for them. They are doing an unknown devotional service. Okay? You are making their life auspicious. They may not even become devotee in this lifetime, but the service which they have done to you is not going waste. Because Krishna is noting down. Krishna is noting down. So everything is auspicious. Everything is auspicious. So therefore, if you are able to approach with love, understanding, compassion and humility, it's a good chance that the other will also take up to Krishna consciousness. Generally what happens, we become very critical of the other person. We start hitting the other person. We start disrespecting the other person. We do everything negative. Then that doesn't work. Okay, any other question? Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much for the class. It was really good. I know you spoke about daily duties and occasional duties. What would you say are occasional duties for a 24-year-old?
No, it's not about the age. It's about wow, see, in general, what is understood is between man and woman. Okay? So for a man, getting married is kamya karma, desired duty. Okay? That he can get married or he will not get married, he can just remain brahmachari. But for a woman, getting married is occasional duty. Okay? Means when she attains puberty, that means she should get married. Of course, people will throw stones at me if I say this. Okay? But this is what Shastra says. What can I say? Yeah. So, but somehow or other we have accepted so much self-created duties that we think the self-created duty is the norm of the day. Right? So, that is the problem currently we are facing. The problem, see, piety and sin, right and wrong, it existed from the beginning of creation. It's not that it came now only. Okay? It existed from the beginning of creation. But what is the problem with Kali Yuga? The problem with Kali Yuga is that the wrong becomes right and the right becomes wrong. This is the problem with Kali Yuga. If you want to do sin in Kali Yuga, people will come to you and they will give you all the free to do sin, and then they will call you a hero also. And then they will call you a hero also. But if you want to do piety, then people will throw stones at you. So therefore, whether you are 24-year-old or 36-year-old or 18-year-old or 19-year-old, first of all try to chant Hare Krishna. First of all try to chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
This is the first thing you should do. Okay. Next is try to eat prasadam. Try to eat prasadam. Okay. So first, what you have to do? Chant Hare Krishna. Next is eat prasadam. Okay. When you do these two things consistently, then you will get the strength to follow the four regulative principles. Okay. So there's some shastra called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. In that, our Acharya Rupa Goswami, he is saying, Atasri Krishna Namadi Nabhavet Grahyam Indriyehi Sevan Mukhehi Jivadu Swayam Vyavasthutyataha. He says that to understand Krishna with this body is very difficult. It's impossible. So what we can do, we can start the service with the tongue. And what you can do with the tongue, you can chant, you can eat. So that's why you start. Okay? You chant, you eat. Okay? Then after that, what you have to do? You have to dance. This is our program. What is our program? Eat, sing and dance. Is nice program? Yes. You like this program? Yes. What is our program? Eat, sing and dance. This is our program. So you start this program, eating, singing and dancing. So when you start singing Krishna's name, when you start eating Krishna Prasadam, and we start dancing to the tunes of Krishna, we are dancing, but we are dancing to the tunes of our own mind. So you start dancing to the tunes of Krishna. We are eating whatever we want, we are eating. It's not you eat, what do you eat? You eat Krishna Prasad. Say Anna Amrita Pav, Radha Krishna, say Anna Amrita Pav. This Anna, this Prasad, what you are getting, this is actually nectar. This is going to save you from death. You are not going to die by eating this prasad. So you start this program. What is our program? Eat, sing and dance. So when you start this program, then this will give you the strength to follow four regulative principles. And now you have to get taste for hearing Bhagavatam. You have to get taste for hearing Bhagavatam, because that is the sword which can cut the knot of material existence. Who will not be attracted to hear about Krishna? But it is a rhetorical question. The answer is nobody is interested to hear about Krishna. Nobody is interested to hear about Krishna. So how to get that interest? Bhagavatam itself gives the answer in the next sloka. Shushrusho Shraddhadanasya Vasudeva Katharuchihi Syan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punyakirta Nishevana. That how will you get taste for Krishna Katha? How will you get taste to hear Krishna? You do some practical service. I saw when I came, was some lady and one man, they were actually sweeping the floor and they were taking all the garbage. Very nice. This is what you do to get taste to hear Krishna Katha. Do some practical service. Do some practical service. So now we have four things to do. What is that? Eat, sing, dance and do some practical service. So when you do these four things, then you will follow four regulative principles. and then you will get the strength to surrender yourself to a spiritual
Master.
So then you find a competent spiritual master and then surrender to him and take Diksha. Okay. Now eat, sing, dance, do some practical service, follow 4 regulative principles, hear Bhagavatam, now take Diksha. Okay. These are priority. Whatever is your age, you do this. Okay. And once you have taken Diksha, that means your spiritual life is going to begin. Your spiritual life is going to begin. So now you start thinking that what I should do and what I should not do. Okay. At this stage, if you try to think all this, what I should do, what I should not do, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. First of all, do the basic things. First of all, do the basic things. Like if a child, when he is going to, kindergarten, if you give, Principia Mathematica to a child, what the child will do? The child will tear the page, okay, and take one sketch pen and put round on that, and then take it and throw it here, throw it there. The child will not be able to understand anything about all this calculus and integration, differentiation. Nothing the child will be able to understand. Yeah. So start from basic. What is the basic? Eat, sing, and dance. Okay, and after that, what you have to do? Do some practical service. After that, what you have to do? Follow 4 regulative principles. Then get some taste for hearing Bhagavatam. Okay, and then Diksha. And then start thinking what you have to do and what you should not do, because you already are Sanatha. You are not a Natha. Anatha means orphan. Sanatha means one who has master. You are a spiritual master. You can ask your spiritual master that, my dear Guru, I am having all these things, what I should do, what I should not do. Then he will tell you, okay, you do this, you do not do this. Okay. Clear? Simple program. Okay. Eat, sing, and dance. Everything starts here. We have one book. That book is called Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is that? Chaitanya Charitamrita. There's Adi Lila, there's Madhya Lila, there's Antya Lila. There are 3 big books. And throughout the book, what these people are doing? Eating, singing, and dancing. This is Lord Chaitanya's program. Everything starts with eat, sing, and dance. Okay. Any other question? When is the prasada? Okay, there's no other question, we can stop. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you very much. Please accept my most humble obeisance to the dust of your lotus feet.
His Grace Sri Lila Prabhu ji ki
Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you so much for your wonderful class.
Prabhuji, my daughter's birthday today.
Okay.
Is it possible to sing for her?
Yes, no problem. Why? Why you should
Nandana
not sing?
Magdi's birthday. She even come for DT worship as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you sing for birthday in this place.
Chant Hare Krishna.
But in Mayapur we sing, okay? Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Krishna Krishna to you, Hare Hare to you. Wait. Now the next paragraph, okay? May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again in this material world. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is our Mayapur birthday song.
We also try to sing the same.
Very good, very nice.
We really felt very amazing, personally speaking myself, and maybe others are also feeling like this only one class was not enough. If we would have got more association, maybe you can consider coming again in future and give maybe a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to us.
Yeah, for the long distance.
Yeah.
I am not very dear, but yeah, I am thinking of coming back again. I came here and yeah, I see that devotees want to have more discussion on, especially on this topic, which is Grahastha life. And my spiritual master also gave me order that we should help us understand, how to live in Grahastha ashram. So in 1973 in London, when Prabhu was giving lecture, he said that all my Grahastha disciples, they should become Paramahamsas. They should become Paramahamsas. And they should produce children who will become the future Acharyas. So this is the expectation of Prabhupada from his Grahastha followers. So Prabhupada has placed one big responsibility on us. Prabhupada told one time that my spiritual master, his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, my spiritual master made an army of sannyasis. And he said, I am making an army of Grihasthas. So Prabhupada placed a lot of emphasis on how Grihasthas should live Krishna conscious life. So I gave many topics. I gave about 7 topics for seminar when I came to UK. And very surprisingly, every place the same topic was chosen. I have given this topic to the 7th place now. So it looks like everybody needs something to. So definitely, I will talk to my wife also, because topics related to women. When women speak, it is much easier. When a man speaks, little. So I'll see what we can do.
As we have many people from India come here to study here, and then they get married. So we have many students here. So maybe they need some training on this, so that how they will choose their spouse in future.
We have a whole system. We have a whole science of how to choose your spouse. So we have a webinar which has about 250 questions, which we generally ask the boy and girl to answer. Not after they start seeing a boy or girl, independently. When a boy wants to get married, the first thing he should do is that he should answer this question. When a girl wants to get married, the first thing she should do is that she should answer the questionnaire. Because when they answer the questionnaire, they actually know about themselves, and they will also know about what they are expecting from their future spouse. Then it is easy. Then the boy has written something, the girl has written something, then you read both the answers, and then you can actually see that which boy goes more or less with which girl, what kind of inclination they have. Because when Kardama married Devahuti, Kardama put 3 conditions to Lord Narayana, how to find his wife. Even though Kardama was dealing with Supreme Lord, he is dealing with Vishnu himself, but he is telling Vishnu that how his wife should be. The first thing he said that he should be of similar inclination. This is the first condition he put. My wife should be of similar inclination. This first thing. Second thing what he said was that she should not be attached to any other man. And the third thing he said was she should be able to have many children. So the first point he brought was that inclination should be similar. So that questionnaire actually helps in a systematic way that how to see whether there is similar inclination or not. So we have a whole system. Actually, we give a seminar on how to select the boy or how to select the girl. So we give seminar on that also. So we have a few seminars which we can share. So Krishna willing.
So let's chant one more time Hare Krishna Mantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now Prasad time.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So please, Mahaprasade Govinde.